If you never listened to me before, pay attention to this one. It's very important. Things that you need to do to set up your Facebook page if you qualify for setup. Don't forget, if you make mistake on this onset of setting up, that's why most people, when they do setup, you find out that Facebook will take time to review, and if you make mistake, before you be able to get somebody that will be able to change the setup to the correct setup for you, and Facebook will review, it will take time, and most of the time it doesn't even work on phone. You have to go for either cyber cafe or use system to go for the Facebook, www.facebook.com, to do stuff, and you take a lot process, and sometimes end of the day, if you do not do it right, you never get paid on it. So if you qualify for setup, that is if your either in-screen or out-screen setup appear when you're qualified, you meet up the criteria, what you need to do. First thing you need for your setup in Nigeria, first thing you need for setup, you need to get your TIN number. The TIN number, that is tax identification number. This tax identification number, where would you get it? You have to go to Inland Revenue Office and get it, or any tax board that is nearest to you. And when you go there, they will not even ask you for your CAC, that is your Corporate Affairs Commission certificate, because you're opening personal is not company, it's personal tax identification number you look for. When you get this personal tax identification number, don't forget the name you gave them has to also match with the name of your names, that is NIN, National Identification Number. The name has to match, because that is the name Facebook will use. Don't forget the other one is tax. The name has to match with your NIN. That is the name the Facebook will use. And don't go and be using another person's name or TIN to get your tax identification number, because anything that has to do with money, there will be a problem. And don't forget, since your name and the TIN, the name you on the TIN has to match, so you have to use your own personal name and TIN. Please take that. And number two, what you need is switch code. Some may wonder, what is this switch code? Each bank, if you are using like local bank here in Nigeria, each bank has their switch code. Switch code is the international code that each bank used to do international transfer. So for where you can get is either you walk into the bank and you ask your bank officer, or you walk into the bank and ask any bank personnel there in the bank. And when you get that switch code, the only way you can get is when you go to the bank, or they send to you through via their email or online. That is where you can get it. And every bank has one switch code number that they normally use to do international transfer. So you have to get that switch code, because there will be a requirement where you fill in that particular switch code on that setup. So you have to get it from your bank. Number three things you need to do your setup successfully is domiciliary account or dollar account. Don't go and be putting OPay or any other, all these money point, all these things that we use. If you are using OPay, they will not pay you and they will not review your setup. Most people make mistakes and put it takes long time, and end of the day you have to go and check the setup, and you take a more longer time. So you have to open your domiciliary account, that is your dollar account. That is the only way, because what they are sending to you, it is dollar. So Naira, this is our normal account that we are using, cannot receive it. So you have to go open the domiciliary account, walk into any of your bank, ask them, fill the requirement, they will tell you the process, fill in and get your dollar account number. That is the domiciliary account. That is the only account you can use to fill in this information. I also let me bring these three important steps that if you want to do your setup successfully, that will help. If it has helped others, it will also help you if you meet the criteria for setup. Please, if you have not given me a follow, try to follow and share this video so that others as well will benefit from it.